All right, America definitely does have a problem. I'm basically starting out the podcast thinking about that song, just because might be song of the decade. Why not say that? Phenomenal song, great song. Welcome everybody. New episode. I put out a video prematurely. At times I could be impulsive. I'm getting better. I will say that without noticing I'm getting better. That I wasn't gonna drop a new episode, but I in fact am dropping a new episode. Why? Because I got a TT. What do you say? Off the mask party. P.ardon. Why? Because I got it. There you go. So I got it right. It ain't party, but I got it. So I feel like I'm obligated to do this, and under any circumstances. I said this is the Dr. Umar Chronicles just because at times I have to record outside. But hey, man, it's not enough time in the day. I'm giving time for myself. You feel me? Like, you know, usually, by the way, an episode drops on Sunday, because I look at my numbers and the analytics. Because of the NFL season, I will then be dropping an episode on Friday now. So until the end of the football season, more than likely episodes will be dropping on Friday. This includes the in studio episodes that I'm getting ready to drop. When it's time to be in studio, anything else. Again, the StreamYard shit is dated. So that was 2020. The people that aren't serious about podcasts are outside now. So, and they don't really drop consistently. So that's why I try to drop despite anything that's going on. Job, new slavery dropping this week. New slave banks dropping this week. Uh, so in the meantime, between time, yeah, I will have to drop something consistently until I get into the studio. Then when I'm in the studio, all right, everything's a go. So better production, everything. But in the meantime, between time, enjoy the time that we have in this aspect because once it gets better and once it gets bougier, will you still love me then, or will you have anything to say? uh I feel like people talk shit, but at the same time it doesn't matter, or probably not. That's just my insecurities. But regardless, America, we do have a problem. Usually I do the weather report. I'm gonna do it now because yeah, I'm low key. I don't get scared about anything in life. It's coming from the guy that's been in certain circumstances that relates as it relates to my living. And that's been through it all. I am battle tested. I don't know the preconceived notions of banks because I laugh or how I look or something. I ain't battle tested, brother. I've been through it all that you wouldn't survive. But that's neither here nor there. This might be the honest episode too, by the way, as I said. So, but I will say that you know and I forgot my thought. Oh yeah, so I'm not scared of anything, but I will say that I'm a little nervous, man. A little nervous, bro. I hate to talk about the weather, but I'm gonna keep doing it until God decides to turn the heat off. A little weird. It's almost, it's mid-September. When this episode comes out, Mortal Kombat will be out, and I'll probably talk about that. More than likely, I will talk about that since time release um, later on. But I am nervous about what's going on. You feel me? Like I feel like God don't want to blow up the sun as the previous episode said, but I feel like my guy, my girl, whatever God is, this entity that's probably both. Like, what if God was a slash of us, but or dash of us? Regardless, I'm not here to critique that. I'm not here, I'm not against that. But what if? But I will say the omnipotent creator of this universe, this entity called God, is pretty mad at, the country. That's a given. But I feel more so the world in general. I haven't checked the weather in Canada, or Moscow, or anywhere like that because, I'm in America. But I will say for it to be still 90 degrees or higher, and next week will be basically the end of September or towards the end of September, and it's still supposed to be 90 degrees. Yeah, man. we have a problem. Starfield, yeah, I'll talk about video games as a whole, but Starfield had Earth. I got a picture of it. That might actually be the cover of this episode, where it's just like Earth is just a distant land. You could land there too, by the way. Like if anybody hasn't played Starfield, we'll get into it later. Yeah, yeah, it's just a distant land. Like it's not even land. The world is distant. Like it's just dry, bruh. And you could just land there and you in the desert. And I didn't explore that part, but it was just like, all right. But also, I haven't been playing a lot of Starfield. This is somebody I know playing it, and I'm watching when they stream it because yeah, it's too many games too. So, and I'll talk about that as well. Low key, if anybody hearing this, if you got an SD card, send that to me. I need at least 500 gigabytes. Like my game collection is growing, but I don't have any space. And then the SSD card, I'll probably just get 500 to 1 terabyte. Actually, give me the 1 terabyte SD card, micro SD card, and then the SD card. Just give me 512 if you're hearing this. So I'm treating my Steam Deck like the Thanos gauntlet. Like it's building slowly but surely. I feel like once I get the emulators, that's definitely the soul stone. Just because I got Xbox Game Pass on there. Um, Also, all these ton of games, and yeah, that'll be it. And then if I get remote play, if I find anybody with a PS5, which I plan on probably getting, because I don't want to wait 2 years for Spider-Man to hit PC. So I actually think I might purchase a PS5 just for that. Like legit, that's the only reason why I want one besides Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, man. For 2 games, I think it's worth it. Those 2 games, distinctly, and because I need to play through Ragnarok again. But America has a problem. Maybe the world has a problem. Who knows, man? I don't even believe in global warming. Let me say that. I don't think global warming has started this. Well, how did it start, Banks? Well, I don't know. Shit, you tell me. If you got all the answers, Sway, you leave them in the comment section. After you hit that like button, hit the comment section and leave me the answer. Because I don't know. You tell me, beloved. You want to tell me what the white man says is true? When has the white man ever told the truth? Only when it pertains to chaos, anarchy, and diseases and shit. Because how do you explain this, yo? And again, I hate to do the weather report, but damn, when I was a jit, as they say in Florida, we used to have seasons. I mean, LA is always sunshine and then cold, but damn, now it's just sunshine. And I feel like that Starfield world I referred to would be the first place where it's just a distant land, because LA is a distant land. Never going back there, but yeah. Feel like that's where all the problems are gonna hit first and then go everywhere else. Leave where I'm at, cool. I like this place. I can stay here long term. If I choose to stay in America, which I don't. I've been saying for 3 years now, I plan on getting out of America, and I'm serious about that. Maybe a year or two from now, but I'm serious about getting out of America. Where would I live at? Good question. Tokyo, maybe. London. I'm looking at places like that. So, but yeah, being 90 degrees or higher in September is weird. Like even in LA, I feel like last year when I was in LA around this time, the September time, I swear it was like 100 degrees every day. Like nah, bro, that's not how it works. It's supposed to get cold or cooler. Like yo, this is the longest summer ever, y'all. Like black hole sun, once you come and wash your way to pain, like this is by far the longest summer ever, yo. Because it's just been hot as shit every day. It hasn't been cool. It's been hot as shit everywhere, every day. Longest summer ever. And you just like, all right, God, at this point, bro, just go ahead, turn the heat off. We've had enough. And people are so dumb in this country and the world in general that they forgot. It's been multiple reports saying, hey, man, this is the hottest summer in history, in world history, documented world history. This summer alone, definitely July. They said July is the hottest ever. And people just, got on their TikToks, did their little stupid dance, or Went to the club, shake their ass, talking about some motherfucker, we burning up. That's the A right there. But I digress. So I think I should just look at the weather, in different countries, just to be like, all right, what's going on? Is it cooler there? Cool. That just helps my argument, you know, because I've been saying for years since the pandemic started, yeah, I got to get out this country. But again, like this year, I'll travel to Tokyo, see what's up. If I decide to do it, knowing me, I might just work, wait till next year. But definitely vacation soon come because I haven't taken one. And shit, I don't know the last time I took a vacation. Maybe. I know 2021, I keep referring back to 2021 for obvious reasons because I had free money. But I know in May of 2021, I think that's the only week I didn't put out any content for like a week only. Since then, it's been consistently a week. Uh, and that's like the last time I had a quote unquote vacation, even though I was at where I was. I was just living well. Or I was living well enough. And then I was just in the city I was living at the time. But, I had a visitor out in my city and, I was chilling for that week. I'd like to chill, quote unquote, with that visitor again. But, that's neither here nor there. So, but always spin the block. Might talk about that as well. Actually, you got stuff to talk about now. Hooray. Like on Saturday, I was like, all right, bro, I got to put out an episode. I was just like, I have nothing to talk about. I have nothing to rap about. Sunday came and it's like, watch these games. So I might talk about the NFL in general, sports in general later on. Um, so today, as of this recording, it's like, cool, I got something to rap about. So again, these episodes will be out every Friday until the end of the football season because put out on Sunday is kind of crazy. Even when I get in the studio and you visually can see me, and the production sound is better and overall everything is better, it still wouldn't make sense to put it out on Sunday because again, you rather look at, I don't know, Mac Jones, God bless your soul, rather see him throw picks. So every Friday, new episode, Pardon the Banks. But yeah, nah, I plan on traveling if I decide to do it this year, take a break, because I definitely do have to go out this country and just see, get the shock value of what it's like to live out this country or be out this country. So I'm going to do that. I got London, Paris, Tokyo on my list, and then the capital of Nigeria, definitely. The only thing about going to Nigeria is I'm scared because I might not never come back. Far as me wanting to come back, let me say that. Like I legit think if I go to Nigeria, I might be like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay here. Why not? They got my favorite type of women here, Nigerian women. I don't know how the food is. I think, yeah, I think I had jollof rice. That's about it. But I don't think I've had anything else Nigerian-based food. I've seen it. It's like beans and sausage. I don't know how that would go, but I'm willing to try it if the sausage is not pork. And I don't even know if they eat pork over there. I've never seen a Nigerian person eat pork, but I digress. Um, and then London, same thing. When you got all the motherland women over there, pure from the soil. I'm saying like it's drugs. Y'all got to excuse me. And then you have women that are mixed. You know what I mean? You got the OG mulattoes over there, or you got like the Super Saiyan 3 mulattoes over there, Super Saiyan 4, God, whatever, Ultra Instinct. It just seems like they got, Hall of Fame mulattoes over there. I need to stop saying that word here, but who gives a fuck? Y'all know what it is. You see Georgia Smith. You see many other women over there. So London might be the same thing. I just don't know how the food is. Like people always talk about beans and toast, but what if they got more than that? And I feel like they got a lot of food from the motherland because a lot of people from Africa go there. Paris as well. And then, the cracker food, I don't know what it is. No offense when I say that. I'm just talking about, them British ones because apparently it's racism over there, but hell, racism over here as well. How tolerable is the racism? I feel like I could take the European racism, maybe. Like if you call me a Trisket Negro or, oh, blow me Negro, Trisket color, waffle or whatever they might say over there. I'm pretty sure I can, take that because it seemed like they polite with, their slurs compared to, out here where I just hear Billy Bob just calling me that, and it's like, well, now I'm pissed off. Over there, I'll be pissed off. I still might, open hand slap you, but I could deal with that. But otherwise than that, yeah. Um, so and in Tokyo, I just heard if you go to anywhere in Asia, you black, they just like, oh, it's a black man, because they look at us. Some of them apparently look at us like demons compared to the anime they've made. And anime is one of my favorite things in the world, but compared to the stuff you made, we're the demons. But then apparently it's just the kids and everybody else just like, oh shit, it's a black person. Like, yeah, we real. Now, would they look at me like that? I'm not sure. It's because I'm a fair complexion, but at the same time, you hear my voice, you see me, you definitely like, all right, yeah, we know. Chihuahua nigga. That's what they might say. I don't know. But definitely going to Tokyo. That's the number one place I want to go to in the world. That's the place I've always inspired to go to. So this year, God willing, I'll be there if I decide to go. More likely, I will go. Um, it's just the plane tickets are outrageous to go during December because obviously that's vacation time. So my goal is to go in November. That's the goal. Like towards the end of November is the goal to get there. So we'll see. We'll definitely see, but more likely I will do it because I know with the evil empire, I don't think they'll let me take time off in December. That's when everybody, despite the fact that again, America has a problem. Despite that, it's inflation. Um, you know, it's another reception. Hooray! Been 15 years since the Jeezy album came out, and now we're back in a recession. So recession two, we need that. I feel like he had a recession two, but we need another one. There's three, and here we go. Despite the fact there's recession, people believe in this stupid ass shit called, Christmas and Santa Claus. So they still gotta, slave themselves out just to get their people's gifts. Tell y'all what, I buy everything ahead of time. Like I start buying Christmas gifts like early October, mid October at the latest, in October at the very latest. Like Christmas, I start buying gifts. Now Black Friday, none of that. I buy everything out the way because I'm the type of person. Let me take care of it ahead of time, so I don't have to worry about it later. So if you get a gift from me in October, just be thankful. Don't open it till Christmas. I don't give a fuck. But I did what I was supposed to do, and there you go. You got your gift. So last year was pretty cool. I actually got some stuff. I got some money. Hooray. But I was working. I could use the money now till I start, get my first paycheck. But at that point, I was working. I'm like, dog, I don't need this. I'm already working. You're gonna give me 40 extra dollars. I mean, a whole bunch of ones beat a whole bunch of nuns, but damn. I would have liked to have something else. I mean, I had a game console at that point. I had an Xbox Series, so I was actually all right, man. Can't complain, man. Something better than nothing, man. I don't really get a lot of stuff in life. I don't get put over a lot, so you know, I don't get a lot of pushes. So pause. So yeah, that's fine. If anybody hearing this, um, by then I won't. Yeah, I won't need money. I won't need shit. Don't buy me nothing, because I never know what to get. Like women. I won't say that because then people gonna think I'm fresh and fit. But still, if it's a woman that's listening to this and you want to woo me, uh, yeah, just I don't know. Just let me know. Be honest. Number one about that. If you trying to woo me over. Number two, if you want to give me something for my birthday, which is 4 days before Christmas, video game. Like very easy. Just give me a game, yo, that I haven't played already, or give me a game I know might be ass, but I don't want to pay for it. So that's how that works. But for the most part, it's just I don't really want a lot of stuff. But yeah, definitely plan on traveling overseas this year, if not later than next year. That's the goal. Have that on my little vision board, as the women have, and I put incense on it, you know, macaroon, whatever you need to, manifest. Write it down 20 times a day. Say it. Let the universe hear it. You know, I'm starting to believe in that shit and manifestation because It has to work somehow, some way, I guess. But that's neither here nor there. Again, say it 3 times because people fail to listen in this climate. Like, people do not listen unless you say something 20 times. I feel like I got to be Mike Jones. I said this episode dropping on Friday. Who? This episode, who? Like, people have ADHD so much these days. I feel like I have to always repeat myself. Especially because I feel like when I post shit, people just want to be nosy, man. People just want to see what I'm doing. They don't care about shit that I'm doing. That's why I don't even get enamored with the journey, or the destination, I should say. I'm just focused on the journey. That's it. I'm focused on the journey, not the destination, because the destination is probably going to be bigger than I can even fathom in my mind. Because so far, pretty good, minus the money part, minus the money, bullshit, life's great, minus the money part. Yeah, man, to be where I'm at right now, yeah, I think that's God. So I'll just keep going and focus on the journey, not the destination. But, I digress. I just have to say things over and over because I feel like people, again, just look at my IG stories just to be seeing what I'm doing. And you're not clicking on this, but it don't matter. But again, new episodes every Friday. I'll have some guests on the next 2 episodes, more than likely, so I got to get that in order. But had to put out something in the meantime, between time. This is not to go home, by the way. Still, just letting you know, new episode. I feel like I got to say that every segment, especially considering we had the sports segment. Football started. Watched the most college football I watched in years, so now I got to do that. Feel like I should be obligated to do that anyway. Especially with Colorado 2-0. Yeah, man, I think people are going to watch more college football than they did before. And considering that Shador is playing like a, early Heisman winner. Yeah, well, I'm tapped into what's going on with college football. Texas is 2-0. Alabama Roll Tide is 1-1. SC is now what, 6, if I'm not mistaken, in rankings. So we off to the races, man. I'll definitely be watching a lot of college football more than ever before. And then it just makes sense. Like, if I'm watching NFL, I might as well watch college as well, just to see, who's next up. Because that's how you see it. Like, I watch college basketball, obviously, because I'm a fan. Tar Heels all day. To see who's coming out the draft into the NBA. And I feel like with the NFL is more notarized names now because college football has been growing because of betting. College basketball as well, but college football, it seems to be more popular with betting, and it always has been because you make more money off of it. College basketball and March Madness, it makes a lot of money, but not as much as football. I don't think anything is ever going to make more money than football because America has a problem. But college football was great. I don't have no deep analytical view of it. Uh, somebody said, my good friend said, if Colorado goes more than 4 games, they over exceeded expectations. If they win 4 games, I think that's good. I think that's fine. I just want, Prime to win as many games as possible. People that don't watch, most people that don't know shit about sports will say that if he doesn't win another game, it's a failed season. Like, dude, they've broken all records in like 2 games. Anything else is a bonus. And I hope nobody thought they was gonna come out and win a national title. Like, nah, this is first year with this program. 64 to 68 transfer students. Nah, that's not how this works. So for even for them to be ranked where they at, I think they're 15 now after going 2-0. That's pretty good. So Coach Prime, I'm with him just because it's Prime. Shador, I'm with him because he's the son of Prime, and he's looking like a great, drafted, lottery drafted. Hopefully he don't go to the Falcons. That's all we can hope for. Otherwise, in that, NFL was, pretty good. The games were a little bit slow the first half of the day. Then they progressively got a little bit better. I don't want to brag about my Cowboys, but because it's a given to beat the Giants. Like, yeah, you can do that. Mac Jones throwing like 3 or 4 picks. Yeah, you can do that. and they just gave him an extension on his contract or renegotiated his contract. So Giants fans, all two of y'all, that's y'all quarterback for the foreseeable future. You know, Cowboys beat the hell out of the Giants, and of course, in my Cowboys fandom and my Cowboys fandom, I'm just like, But once that, once it got to like 8 minutes in the second quarter, I said, all right, time to go home. I turned the game off and think I turned on Ratchet and Clank for a couple minutes and played Sifu. Great game, by the way. I'll talk about that. I was like, all right, I'm good. I'm good to go, man. I don't need to see anything else. I don't know our schedule for the next couple of weeks. I need to check that. I'll probably be back with my guest. First guest I've had in a minute. I don't think I've had a guest in a while, too, by the way. I can't recall the last time I've had a guest on this podcast. Oh, Ben, when we talked about Bash at the Beach 2000. That was like a good month ago? Probably a month and a half ago? At this point, yeah, a month and a half ago, more than likely. So, yeah, I don't have guests often. I hate having guests, to be truthful. I feel like I'm talking like this is you and me, which it is, However many people listen to this, thank you for being here as usual. Expect the quality to go up. I know the numbers will definitely go up once we're in the studio, but again, that's neither here nor there. As long as you get the product right now, all three of the fans, that's all that matters. But, as of this recording, the Giants play, or the Giants, two other New York teams play, being the Jets and, well, damn, I forgot the teams already. The Bills. So two New York teams playing today. And of course they would play those teams considering it's 9/11 today. But that's a good start for Aaron Rodgers to go against the Bills week one. And a team that's always, for some reason, a dark horse when it comes to the Super Bowl. But they're cursed. And that's, it's upsetting because I feel like the Bills is a good enough team. But they can't get over that hump. I think the Jets are going to win this game. I think the Jets, I think they make that AFC championship. Why not? Why not go that far and say it? Who they play, not sure. But everybody expects them championship or bust. Pause for, the Jets, specifically Aaron Rodgers. It's been 13 years, probably 12 years since he won the title. So, yeah. Second team only. This is only his second team. So people expect him to win a championship. Will he win one? I mean, he got a nice team. If you're going to do it, this is the team to do it. Despite the fact that the Packers looked pretty good yesterday. As of this recording, when they went against the Bears. This shredded. Jordan Love and those guys shredded that offensive or that defensive line, yo. So the Bears have a problem. But regardless, yeah. I think, it was Jordan Love's time for this team. The old man's out the way, but it's time for the old man to fly the jet, man. It's an old man flying the jet, so good luck with that. So people were complaining about week one being what it is. It's like, dude, it's just the first week, yo. Just say you don't know sports. Like, people get enamored with, again, it's like the journey destination process. People want the destination to come so fast, pause. So just worry about the journey right now. The journey is, it's week one. The games aren't going to be that fire. You got a lot of different, which happens a lot in the NFL. You got a lot of different pieces working together. A lot of young quarterbacks, a lot of rookie quarterbacks. 14 black quarterbacks to start. Shouts out to that. Week one. It's like, dude, everybody's trying to figure it out. Shut up. If you don't like the game, shut up. Don't watch. Watch week 3 week 4 when everybody's like, all right, we figured it out. But right now, I'm looking forward to the season as usual. And then, after that, it's going to go right to the NBA season. MLB playoffs are going to start. WNBA playoffs should be beginning, I think, in about 2 weeks or a week. So I'll be tapped into that. So it's so much sports, man. So, usually gotta talk about wrestling. It won't be a lot of wrestling talk this time around. I think the next time I'll probably be talking about wrestling a lot of Survivor Series, but right now it's dead, man. Monday night football, Thursday night football, Sunday, like you might get some SmackDown talk out of me, but even then, I don't want to talk about LA Knight or 350 as people call them, and I don't want to talk about the Bloodline for sure. Don't want to talk about that shit. I will say it was real quick about wrestling. I will say it's interesting that the almighty suits, being the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley, pulled up on Judgment Day. Said, yeah, the Bloodline out of here, but we want next. Thought that was great. Um, which confirms that the Bloodline stuff is maybe coming to end, or it's already ended, and they just leaving little tidbits about it, and it might be done. But wrestling fans are probably still saying we want it to end, myself included, but it probably already ended to be here. So with that, and then YouTube two different shows, so it might be done. But Judgment Day going against the Almighty Suits, and the Judgment Day jumped in, and no, actually the Bloodline shit still going on because Solo Sikoa had a run in with fucking Judgment Day and AJ Styles and his mans and them, the OC. They in the back getting jumped. Where was your antennas at with me and fine ass, and they didn't come out and help AJ Styles at the end of the show. So yeah, I think the only show I'll probably be watching is SmackDown until the MLB playoffs start, and I think the WNBA playoffs are mostly on the weekend. So that's as much wrestling talk as you'll get out of me until Survivor Series, because it's like, yeah, no, these sports are on. No disrespect to wrestling, but the real sports are on. America's real sports is on, so I'll be watching that. Just don't have time, man. It just is with all the sports that's going on. Just don't have time to game too, and that's what I wanted to talk about. It's not enough time in the day, man. It's not enough time in the day at all. Like I mentioned before, Starfield came out. When was it? Last week? Yeah, last week. And I played a total of maybe 20 minutes of it, 30 minutes. Got to the first planet, and I was just like, all right, I can turn this off. Which seems to be the case with me in most games. Like, the only game I've kind of been playing heavy in the past 2 weeks has been Ratchet and Clank. Be it I have access to, someone's Steam account. Shouts out to them. Good looking out. And they have, Seafood, which I just, downloaded yesterday. Harry Potter, I got that queued up, but I don't have enough space to get. And anybody got a 500 gig? Hell, I needed 1 terabyte at this point. I might need a 2 terabyte. All the games that's out and they're about to come out. Mortal Kombat comes out Friday. I'll talk a little bit about that. And with all these games coming out, yeah, I'm gonna need at least 1 terabyte micro SD. And then Eternal, I'll probably just get 500 gigs. If I can't, get everything with 1500 gigs, then yeah, it's way too many games. So I think I'll just go that route. 1500, that should be enough. That should be way more than enough gigabytes. Or then the emulator, I don't know. Maybe that might be 500 as well. It's just not enough space. You legit need 2 terabytes for everything. All these games, because most of them are minimum of 75 gigabytes per download. Like WWE 2K23 is 79, Harry Potter 75. Mortal Kombat probably be roughly around that, maybe 50, 60. Like NBA 2K24, even though I haven't gotten it yet, that's in the Steam account. It's just like I could wait on that. And then that's 150 gigs, which is more Starfield. Starfield is 121. It's like, all right, bro, and counting because of all the updates. It's not enough space. You definitely need at least a terabyte in this day and age. But it's not enough time for gaming. Like if I wasn't a sports smart, it would be enough time. But between working, sports, yeah, man. How do I game? People say the weekends, bruh. It's college football now. NFL time. Like legit, it's got to be a game where you don't want to watch it. So yeah, Starfield is out. It's great. You know, I've been watching people play because that's as much time as I've had. I got Seafood, which is the martial arts game. That's fire, but they be wiping my nose, or maybe I'm just ass. I be in there trying to, just throw all the hands, and they be blocking it. My dude is like 45 now because I done got my ass beat by 20 plus years. If you don't know how it works, look at the structure of that game. You know, every time you get your ass beat, you age. Might be like life in real life. Like I don't even get carded for alcohol anymore, probably because they like, yeah, we know this motherfucker's old. That game is fire. Ratchet and Clank was Drift Apart. Fire. I'm trying to beat that, even though it's only like 5 hours. I might try to, play a little bit of that before the game starts today. Trying to get that out the way. Again, I got Harry Potter. Like legit, dude. WWE, and I want to play WWE, but again, I don't have enough disk space. It's like, dude, it's at least right now, and this is before Mortal Kombat. It's at least fucking 6, 7 more games I want to get on top of the ones I just named. So right now, if I had every game I wanted, including Mortal Kombat, yeah, 12, 13 games I would have just in my queue. And then once I get the emulators, it's like, dude, because I still got to get Tears of the Kingdom. Like that, so far, that's my game of the year because I played a little bit of that on somebody's Switch, and I was like, yeah, let me wait till I get my Steam Deck so I can play it that way and have the save. So there you go. It's like, dude, by the time I get everything, like the games I want on Steam, the emulators and the ROMs, dude, I might have at least 100 some games just at my fingertips. It's not enough time in the day at all. Why would you want to play old games? Just because I can. But some of these Switch games aren't old. Some of these Switch games are probably like maybe a couple years old. But these are games that I wanted to play previously and couldn't. Now I can. Is it on Nintendo's hardware? No. A win's a win, though. And it's a better win. So, yeah, man. It's not enough time in the day. But, man, it's just, Mortal Kombat, like I keep referring to, comes out this Friday. Had a conversation with a good friend of mine about Mortal Kombat and its popularity. As compared to Street Fighter, I feel like it's evened out, but I feel like Mortal Kombat is a little bit more popular due to its visceral, behavior, so to speak, of the over the top violence. Like, be it that this new one coming out, I feel like it's cell shaded ish. I feel like it's more cartoony as far as the graphics. So it's like, all right, while it's M-rated violence, yes, and it's gratuitous violence, I feel as if it's a little cartoony compared to the old games. This one definitely looks like the best one in years, though. So definitely a one-day pickup. I said on the bonus episode with Amp that, previously, it's not a day one pickup. This one might be a day one pickup. And it's a fighting game, so with fighting games, minus the story mode, you can kind of just pick up, play, and then, all right, cool. I'm good. I got everything I need from it. And then if you beat the story, you could probably beat the story within like 2 hours or less. That's how it's always been with fighting games. So I'll get the premium edition for everything. I do. Street Fighter is one of those ton of games I need to play. That's in my backlog, pause, that I didn't get when it first came out. I played a little bit of the demo. I actually like the story mode, so I want to play that, see how that goes. Yeah, man. Just again, it's not enough time in the day. Again, 2K just came out, but I could wait on that because it's 150 gigs. Insane. And then again, if I had a PS5, bringing Final Fantasy 15, we could add that to the list, or 16, we could add that to the list. And after that, Spider-Man. So Spider-Man comes out next month, and I feel like there's one more game that comes out next month. So yeah, I legit might get a PS5 just to get Spider-Man because that second one looks ridiculous. I beat Miles Morales in the first one, but this one, yeah, I'm like, all right, man. So add that to the list. Probably get a PS5 for my B-Day / Christmas. Probably get myself that PS5. I've been finding some for crackhead prices on offer up. Instead of people taking them to the pawn shop, they taking them near. It's the black people, or what they said, a black man's bankruptcy is their PS5 being sold. That's surely a sign. So it's gonna be a ton of PS5s being sold on offer up this year because people, it's inflation, but people still gonna pay for Christmas gifts for their kids, and after a week they won't be playing none of that shit, bro. So all kids want is money. Fuck that. But it is what it is. Consumerism always wins. Y'all haven't learned anything. Consumerism always wins, if that's a word, and I'm not sure if that is a word, but it wins regardless. So yeah, man. So, but that's it. Again, every Friday, new episode is dropping because the ratings aren't what they need to be, and I understand just because I'm kind of giving a half-ass production anyway, so I don't expect the numbers to be where they should be at. It's not live too, so when this goes live, usually that's when the numbers are where they need to be, if not more. I'm a big numbers guy, obviously, so I got to increase them numbers, man, because that's all that matters in podcasting: consistency and numbers. If you ain't got that, you ain't got a podcast. If you ain't got that, the professionals got 2 words for you: cancel it. So that's why a lot of podcasts fail. Um, and it's just in general because everybody feels like they don't have nothing to talk about, man. You got to get creative, and I don't need to start preaching like I usually do, but this is on the whim of, all right, man, I got to warm up before I do another 4-hour 5-hour bonus episode with Amp, so let me do this. This is a warm up to get my brain started, and because I need to put something out. So it's like I didn't miss a week. Almost missed a week by the time this comes out, but a week didn't miss. I might still come out with some blog material, like I said before, just to keep the channel fresh, because I do need to put some clips out. But everything else will follow, man. And again, you gotta live life, man. Stuff happens all the time, but you gotta be consistent. In the meantime, between time, I understand I'm trying to get a sponsorship from Taco Bell as well. So that's my lunch right now. That's how you get your gains, ladies and gentlemen. I try to take out the carbs, and again, I might do that about working out, taking out the carbs and getting me straight to the protein. It's a supplement I took earlier too. I gotta recommend. I might reach out to them. Like, I really need to get some sponsors once I get in the studio and get that going on, because that stuff was great. Forgot the name of it. I gotta get the name of it, but tastes great. Balls worked, did what it needed to do. So, man, yeah, as usual, again, P.ardon the Banks, new episode. Thank you all for being here. Subscribe as usual. Please subscribe. I'm not gonna beg you, baby. I'm not begging you. I'm begging you. Just subscribe, because again, once the feed starts going up even more, it's like we up. So you help this happens. The Patreon will come back when I get everything I need to. When I get everything needed and everything is right, sound, everything, Patreon will be back. Pay to 5. If I do something bigger than that, pause, it'll be like the 6, Fast 6. That's how me and Davis did it with the Fast 5. Yeah, so definitely that'll go towards the studio time, believe it or not. I won't be pocketing that myself. That'll be going towards the studio time. And it feels good to be paid for something you actually like doing compared to stuff that you don't like doing. But in the meantime, between time, you have to do something. I know it's the LLC people out there and everybody else that say, oh, don't work a job, just create your own business. Hey, man, let me tell y'all something about me. I'm not business acumen in that mindset. I don't have a business acumen to create an LLC. I let Dame Dash down. I don't know how to do business, far as creating one to make revenue. That's not my mindset. I'm just creative in a way of I know how to do sounds, I know how to do this, I know how to do other stuff. But as far as me being my own boss in this instance, even though this is kind of being your boss, I'm not big on that. But to those that do it, if you want to reach out to me and help me get some financial advice, because I don't want to work the rest of my life, and I know I won't because I'm not good at working jobs. Because after a while, I'll be like, all right, screw this. But in the meantime, between time, yeah, a win's a win. So again, thank you all for being here. Like and subscribe. Every Friday, again, every Friday, new episode. Till then, peace.